Yes, shorty know she with the best. Logo, I feel like Jerry West. She gon' blow this whistle like a ref. Yes, I got plenty tattoos on my flesh.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back to the kitchen. It's been a minute or two since I've made a dessert recipe, and I've actually been doing this one for dessert the past 2 weeks in a row. This is one of my new favorites. The dessert is, and now we're going to make this up a little bit different, a little bit more fun. Something maybe fun you could do with the family over the holidays, especially for the kids. A lot of people love this. What I'm talking about is cake pops. If you've ever had one, usually you get them at Starbucks, and they're basically pieces of cake on top, a cake ball on a stick, essentially. So you eat it when you get your coffee of whatever kind. But I found a way to make basically the same kind of like dough-like consistency that is like the inside of the cake or cookie dough, essentially. And then I found some sticks. So we're gonna try making up some protein cake pops, which I think you are going to love. I know even if you don't put them on a stick, you're gonna love the way this tastes. Again, I always tell you about it, make this for people at work, and they tried it, and I'm telling you, I think I probably had more positive comments about these cake pops than just about anything. I've actually had multiple people ask for them again, so it's always a good sign. So you're gonna need a few ingredients you might not have. Unfortunately, I always try to do simple ones so you can just go in your kitchen and throw this together, but you may need to go pick up a couple of ingredients to make this the way that we want it to. It's low sugar, it's not completely sugar-free, a ton of protein, MCT oil, a lot of organic grass-fed ingredients. So it's a very healthy one as well. Really trying to focus on those macro ingredients and as well as those micro ingredients. So anyways, let's get to this. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna need. Okay guys, in order to make this recipe, you're going to need some, I'm using this Forza Pro from the NutriShop. Basically, you need a casein or a casein blend, vanilla or unflavored protein. You're going to need some of these ProMix protein puffs. I get these on Amazon. I featured these many times. A new one, first time on the channel, powdered almond butter. This stuff is great. 45 calories for 2 tablespoons. Lots of protein. You can get this on Amazon. Actually, most grocery stores now do carry this. But the almond butter over the PB2, because the almond butter is more neutral flavored, it gives it more of a cake or cookie dough flavor. The peanut butter kind of overwhelms your recipe, so I definitely recommend the almond butter over the PB2. Now you're gonna need a little bit of, I'm using sugar-free cookie mix. You could use an assortment of different kinds. You could use, I'm using sugar-free because for one, it's kind of close to the holidays, so I thought this might be a cool thing to mix in with your holiday recipes. When you're doing sugar cookies for Santa Claus, you can make him sugar cookie protein cookies and get him all swole. But I like these a lot. This is a great mixture. Actually, macros are real good on this. It is wheat, so if you are gluten intolerant, you may want to look for something else. They do make gluten free mixes, so whatever works for you, but this is a good, I would definitely say to make these cake pops or cookie dough, you definitely want to do something kind of similar to this. We're gonna need some wood dowels to put our our cake pops on. Using some of this vanilla, this stuff's great as well. Orgain Keto, it's got MCT and collagen. This is a great thing to use every day. They also have a couple different great options for this at the NutriShop, but I have this one from Orgain. We're gonna use pure organic stevia. I would definitely use this one. This is my favorite. You could use any type of stevia of choice. And the last thing we're gonna do is some of these white chocolate, no sugar added. Got these actually at Vaughn's, and we're gonna melt these down, and this is what we're gonna put on the top of our cake pop. So we're gonna put all this together, and I'm gonna show you how. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna do 50 grams of the sugar cookie mix. You're gonna do 1 scoop of the collagen keto vanilla protein, a half a scoop of casein blend protein. You are going to add 4 tablespoons of stevia, and then once you do this, and 30 grams of the almond butter powder. So you're gonna get this in your bowl and slowly start adding water. We want this to be thick. You could do this in a food processor, but I think it's just as easy to do it in a bowl. In this, guys, add the water very slowly. Excuse me. because if you add it too fast, you're just gonna get a protein shake. So add that water real slow till you get what looks exactly like sugar cookies. Once this is made, now we're gonna take this, make this into one large ball, and then roll it into our cake pops before we melt our chocolate. 1 scoop of the Pro Mix Puffs. What this does is it really just helps it all to stick together. It gives it more of a firm consistency. You probably don't have to add these, but it's gonna help to make it more into a shapeable type basically object, is what you need. So 1 scoop of that, now we're gonna make it into our big dough ball. There is our sugar cookie protein dough ball. What you can do, it's pretty wet when you first start. I added a little bit of almond butter to basically take the moisture out before you roll it. So just make sure it's firm, but not too moist and not too firm. Now, ideally, you probably want to put this in the fridge or the freezer for 5 or 10 minutes before you take it out and start melting the chocolate to dip. Got my white chocolate here. I did 2 servings, which is 31 grams. And what you want to do with this type of chocolate, because it's not essentially made for melting and coating, is cook it real slow. So 15 seconds stir, 15 seconds and stir. You don't want to do it too much or it can burn and it gets too thick. So just a little slow at a time before you start dipping in your. It's melted down, add a few sprinkles, obviously, because you're not going to hit the like or the view tab unless it looks cool. And basically that's how you want your chocolate to look before you start dipping your protein cake pops. First time making these, I can tell you right now, put your dough, your protein sugar cookie dough, in the freezer for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I didn't give it enough time, first time making these. Definitely want to give it a little bit more time, because once they hit that hot chocolate, they get real sticky. So now these are going in the freezer for, we'll put them in for about another 20 minutes, and then we're gonna take them out and show you what they look like. Guys, I just had a little bit of the dough and the chocolate together. I've never had the chocolate. I've just been making the cookie dough bites, protein cookie dough bites. Oh, damn. Even if you don't put them on the stick, just make the little balls. Those things are so freaking good. So in the freezer now, 15 minutes. We'll bring them out and see how they look. Stevia. So give this a try. You guys gotta try these cake pops. These things are freaking awesome. They're fun. If I did them again, I'd probably do them like a Christmas type color because they do taste like sugar cookies. So give them a try. I think you're gonna love these. These are a fun one to do, especially with the kids or the family. Check out these cake pop, guys. These things are protein cake pops. They're about 130 calories a piece. Full of collagen, great protein, organic stevia. They taste amazing. If I did them again, I would probably get the actual melting sugar and dip them in it. But so basically what you want to make sure you do is put them in the freezer for about 15 minutes before you actually dip them in the chocolate. Come out way better. Then check that out, guys. You take a bite, firm on the outside, inside is soft like cake. It's almost like a half-baked cookie. Now if I did them again, I'd do them like Christmas colors, because they are definitely more like sugar cookies. That's what they taste like. Give these to Santa, make them up. He's gonna love them. He's gonna come back to your house again and again, and he's gonna get all swole and ripped and tell Santa that you found these on the Healthy Living channel. That way he will tell me I've been a good boy and bring me lots of good things. Anyways, you want to give me a present, subscribe and like this video.